Hey, this is Cool Craig. I want to say what's up to YouTube. I'm kind of new at this YouTube thing, but I'm getting more and more into it. I'm the more I do this, the more I'm kind of taking it a little serious. I see I'm starting to get a little following. I think now I got like 13 subscribers, but maybe one day I have 20. Maybe one day I had 20 some subscribers, and then maybe to keep going up from there. I might have a few hundred, whatever. Anyway, but y'all just do this for fun. When I'm out here on the road, I'm a truck driver, and I'm just talking about basically what's on my mind. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things that's been on my mind for a while is that I really, really miss the 80s and I miss the 90s. Right now, I'm gonna talk about the 90s. I might do a separate video talking about the 80s, but I'm 53 years old. So in the 90s, I was in my 20s. And it was just a really magical time back then. If you were around in the 90s, you know what I'm talking about. If you my age or older, or if you are, I would say probably you had to be at least maybe 45 to really have experienced the 90s. I was in my 20s. I got my first apartment. You know what I'm saying? I graduated high school in 91. And I was a young man. Back in them days, you could get an apartment. My first apartment, I think my rent was only like 275, 250 or something like that. And then it started going up. It went to like maybe 325, which was still rather affordable. Um, I had a little rinky dink job. I was washing dishes. I was only making like $7 an hour. I was bringing home like $200 or something a week, but it was still enough to pay my bills for the most part. Um, I was broke a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Some weeks I didn't even have money to pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? I had to make a decision like, do I want to eat or do I want to pay my electric bill? So I had to pay I just decided to eat. You know what I'm saying? The electric bill could wait. They wasn't gonna cut you off. You know what I'm saying? They gave you a little grace. Um, by the time I got done paying all my bills, I was lucky if I had $20 left over. But still, it was fun. Even back in them days, even if you were broke, there was always something to do. You know what I'm saying? If you was broke, you could always go walk around the mall. You could go to the $2 show. If you had your own apartment, you know what I'm saying? It was easier to get laid back then. Girls didn't play games like they doing now. Um, these women nowadays, I don't know, but I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. But I'm just reminiscing about the '90s. It was just a really good era. Everything was better back then. The music was better, the fashion, the clothes, the styles. We had better movies back then. Um, like I said, it was always something to do. This new stuff they got going on now with this internet, this computer, all this shit is taking over. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I wanted to segue into was the dating scene. Uh, back in the days, if you had a car, if you had your own apartment, it was so easy getting at the women. You know what I'm saying? All you had to have was just a little bit of mouthpiece, and you know what I'm saying. Girls found out you had your own place. If you was a halfway decent looking guy, girls would come chill with you. They'd come spend a night with you. You was cool. You was good to go. Nowadays, you try to talk to these girls, it's like either you're gonna get one of three things. You're gonna get damn near cussed out, you're going to get the runaround. Or if they do give you their number, more than likely, it's probably going to be a fake number. You know what I'm saying? They'll talk to you. They'll be nice to you all in your face. And they'll smile. And then when you call them, it'll be a fake number. You know what I'm saying? And then they wonder why it ain't no good men. But that's another topic for another day. But I miss the old days. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if you miss the old days too. Like, shit was just way better back then. Back to the women. The women, it's like they just got too many options. Y'all girls, y'all just got too many options. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, if you seen an attractive woman, maybe she probably had guys try to holler at her. You know what I'm saying? She probably had a few guys try to holler at her here and there. You know what I mean? She was good looking. But nowadays, with this internet, girls got these Facebook accounts. They got these Instagram pages. They got all this bullshit. They got thousands of guys try to get at them on a weekly basis. It's like, you try to holler at a girl now, she seemed like she thinks she's some kind of celebrity or something because she got a Facebook page and she halfway popular online, and therefore she becomes arrogant. So when you try to holler at her, she has this sense of arrogancy, like she could get any dude she wants, so you just another dude to her, like you nothing. It seems like they just treat you like you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I don't know. I just miss the old days. Everything was just easier back then. The women were different. It was always something to do. Everybody wanted to be you had more friends. You had more of a social life. You know what I'm saying? It was easier to get a job. That's another thing too. It was easier to get a job. You could just go into a spot, fill out the application right there on site, talk to the damn manager, supervisor right there on site. You know what I'm saying? You could get a vibe if you was gonna get the job or not. It was always a general labor job popping off. If you didn't have no skills, you could always find a warehouse job or something. Nowadays, everything is run by computer, AI. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But I would not want to be a young man in this era. I would not want to be y'all, because I'm going to say that for another video. But I don't want to make my videos too long, but you got the idea. Subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Let me know, what type of videos you want to see. All right. But you got the idea. I'm out. Peace.